video games. Thank you and good night. Remember Activision games having this logo and they were good games? Callisto Entertainment, company that I only know for 3 games. This, Nightmare Creatures 2, and The Fifth Element. How are we doing, everybody? Bane, welcome on in, thank you for the quotes.
He works alone, his hands defiling the bodies of the dead in his thirst for knowledge and power. His name is Adam Crowley, a man who was once respected in the field of science, until fate led him along another path, towards black magic. Now he is in possession of the mythical Lost Diary of Samuel Pepys, a volume that contains the detestable rituals of the demon-worshipping Brotherhood of Hecate. Soon, he will complete his work. Tonight, as the sun sets on London one last time, he will unleash his demonic brood onto the streets. And should no one stop him, this city will be consumed by a horde of nightmare creatures.
Welcome on in, Panda. One of those things of like, yeah, the Activision logo, the EA logo, the Ubisoft logo. How did these companies get so big? Well, they used to put out good games. Games that were worth playing. Alright. The Resident Evil 3 approach. Slim, see, well in. I think that's too much. Hey, how you doing, Isa? You've never seen Nightmare Creatures, Isa? So do we play as Ignatius or Adia? Remember the demo for this only let you play as Ignatius? Well, it would be next stream, Clem. You go back to Baron, recruit Sid, find Yang again. It's gonna be a while before you get Edge, and then even longer before you get through Sawyer. Anybody have a choice? You know, I've never played this with Nadia. Find the door to the workshop. Here you may find out something about the Brotherhood. Ah, yeah, look at those tank controls. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, it's jank as shit. Yeah, we'll be here, Clem. Side steps. I can't go on to controller calibration. Alright, so I think X is my light attack, square is my heavy attack. Sidesteps, choose item, use item. Might of Sword and Magic. Heroes of Might and Magic? Ooh. Okay, block, jump, attack. There we go. I wonder, because if I was going to think about a game to compare the graphics of this to, it'd probably be Death Trap Dungeon. I've not touched that game in a long time. That also let you play as a guy or a girl. So I think this is another one of those games that a lot of people have nostalgia for. And they probably never actually played. Like, it's probably something they played on a lot of demo discs. He got a bunch of traction a few years back. Why are you alive? When Bloodborne came out, and everyone was like, oh yeah, check out the original Bloodborne, because it's a horror game set in Victorian London. The jump automatically takes you forward. So the forward attacks seem like they're more powerful, maybe. Now for a modern reimagine. Yeah, I could absolutely get behind that kind of thing. It absolutely is, Teak. I hope this is a health potion. It is not. Wonder who even owns this IP anymore. Like, is it probably still Activision, maybe? Like, it had a unique aesthetic for the time. There wasn't a whole lot you got set in Victorian London. Certainly not horror games like this. Like, look at that dude just up there waiting for us. Oh, is this the health? Yes. This is like a good demonstration of how janky it is. Tap back. And it's a full back step, and that's kind of sizable. But not all that useful. Jump is one direction, like that. If I'm moving when I press that, do I get a longer jump? Alright. neat. It felt like he kind of auto-aimed towards the barrel there, which is good. Look at these falling leaves. That's an unnecessary design choice on a system where you really needed to prioritize what you were doing to make a game run smoothly. I really appreciate that. There's an N64 version of this as well, but I've never played it. Yay. Ooh. I think between this and like Medieval, I feel like they both came out around the same time. Medieval got more traction, possibly because it was like published by Sony and I think developed by one of Sony's studios. So like that would have helped, but also because Medieval was just more widely appealing. Shinobi? Oh, motherfucker. As ninjas killing random people. Oh no, you're thinking the third Tenchu game. Wrath of Heaven. I like Tenchu. Absolutely gonna do it with save states when we do it because combat's not good and the bosses are nonsense. Yeah, Rikimaru and Ayame. Even if we don't end up doing the Tenchu games for the year of PlayStation, Tenchu is absolutely on my list of stuff I want to do. Good atmosphere. Good atmosphere about this game. Oh no, they can fly. You dead? Awesome. Grab the U. You can, like... You can turn around and call a lot of PS1 games and N64 games from this period jank, and they absolutely are. But it's the kind of thing developers had to deal with on systems with no defined camera control.
The end is in the beginning, and yet you go on. Prepare to die in Spitalfield.
Yeah. This is where the demo ended. With the workshop is deserted, but a note pinned to the door tells of a secret meeting in Spitalfield. Health carries over between levels, that's not... you know, Rikimaru and Ayame, I don't think it's so much that they have different stats, they probably do. They have different weapons, which affects her animations more than anything else. I think Ayame ends up being quick because of it. But the main difference is they get different levels and different paths through the story. Well, that's not appealing. Some PS1 games are just like absolutely fantastic monster design. The numbers are the same, so it might be lower defense. Motherfucker. Oh, that's the last health item. There we go, another health item. Come on. Boy, what I wouldn't give for a quick turn. I can do combos with that. Oh. Yeah, I like tension. We doing this? Yeah, this is janky. Ooh. I was debating doing another episode of the demo reel today. But I feel like if we're gonna do Nightmare Creatures, now is really the best time for it. What honestly is really interesting to me, I think, with the visual design of this game, is how large the main character is on the screen. Oh boy. I feel like his combat's showing its true colors kind of early. Alright, that's full health. And by that I mean, it feels like the answer to combat is stun lock your enemies until they die. It's possible. The camera being closer to the character, making the character larger on the screen, can absolutely have the effect of making the game feel more claustrophobic, which is a common horror tactic. You just can't see as much because of that. There's nothing over here. The light combo is really easy to do. The heavier combo is not. It feels like you can just mash the button and get all the kicks out. But with the sword combo, it really feels like you need to, like, follow the proper timing. Definitely trickier. Alright, that's a wall. Okay. If one of these buttons was like a camera sensor button, that'd be great. Oh, there's a map. Wow, that is not a useful map. And it's also very old school first person shooter style with the lines. Did I come from this direction? Yeah, there's a dead body there. It really does. And the fact that, like, less of it appears, and the frame rate tanks when you use it, like, that's bad. Why does the map cause slowdown? But yeah, that's an old school first person shooter style map. Okay, so go right and then take a left. That's where I've not been. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, feels like that wasn't very helpful. Creatures is a weird game in my collection. It has a different style box than like every other game I own on PS1. And as far as I can tell, that's just the box the game comes in. Nice. You cannot turn the brightness up in-game. Like, what? What is that? Okay, so it's just kick, strike, hard strike, hard kick. Yeah, there's definitely a monster over there. Come on, come at me. Alright, I guess I'll use a gun. I don't appreciate that change of camera. Yeah, but... Oh, it looks like I accidentally hit the switch while I was killing the monster. It's definitely a shame I never had the full game of this as a kid. Because I would have appreciated this combat and not minded how repetitive it is for the length of a full game. But as an adult, I can already feel the combat being like, this is it. And it doesn't matter what the enemy that we're dealing with is, it's always just like, keep hitting them and stun lock them into a corner. And repetitive combat isn't really anything new, especially on the PS1. You've got stuff like PS1 Spider-Man, also pretty repetitive combat, but it makes up for that with everything else, the variety of the gameplay. The web swinging, the jumping, the puzzles. So far this is entirely combat. And nice looking environments for the PS1. Oh, I was keeping him alive by attacking him. Wonder how many levels this game has. Come on, get up. So yeah, this game did get kind of a minor revival of popularity because people were like comparing it to Born. Oh no. Stiff PS1 platforming. They definitely don't have any more health. There he is, Crowley. Uh-oh. Okay, so hearts are revival items. I started with 3, I found 1. Definitely in need of generally more health.
Ah, victory. How short-lived a triumph. I hope you like snakes.
I mean, I generally don't, but okay. Oh. It's an abomination. Oh, god damn, that is awful. Not wasting the revival on that. No, we'll just restart the level. This game is not. This game is not fluid enough to demand that I dodge attacks coming out this fast with this wider range. Especially with this new boss camera angle, I can barely run in a straight line. Is this going to be where Nightmare Creatures ends? Or I'll put it on easy. Yeah, I think this is going on easy. These controls are not good enough to demand that kind of accurate movement. If rough. I don't know, because it looked like until I destroyed the pillars, the boss wasn't coming within range. I'm stuck on a fucking wall. Okay, so now it stops spewing fire and just starts attacking me. Which means I can actually get in there to attack it back. That's 3 life bars gone, and I've done basically nothing to it. This game's just going to be set to hard, isn't it? Do the first 2 levels again. Why did that hit me? I was outside of its hitbox. It's a particularly weird thing. Nothing... When you're down like that, no button does anything except X, which gets you back up. And if you don't press X, it will just not... It will just eventually bring you back up on its own. You can't even pause the game while you're down. You guys see how much of a struggle this is, right? Alright. Up that to 10, put that on easy. Start a new game with Ignatius. See how well that works. Oh, would you look at that? Putting the game on easy tells you how to play the game as you play it. That's a weird thing. It's not that it's a bad idea, it's a weird idea to have, especially for the time. But also for the game to just not tell you how to play on its default difficulty. Like, it's not like it's a difficulty choice that you get before you play the game. You have to go into the options to find the difficulty select. And then turn it to easy to get instructions on how to actually play the game. I will say, I do respect... I respect that the camera is programmed specifically to not get caught on the walls, and that's why it moves around like that. It's an impressive level of forethought for the time period. Not good, but it's an impressive level of forethought. I really feel like I prefer Nadia. I feel like this is absolutely one of those cases where there are definitely different stats for the two characters. And Nadia is just faster, which makes her preferable for actually getting these monsters into a stun lock. Yeah, how you doing, Flame? I'm so slow, I'm having trouble against the regular base zombies. Also, I've got to make sure that whatever attack I use on the zombies puts them in half, or they will get back up. But it takes a minute for it, which is just annoying. Yeah, Ignatius is definitely stronger than Nadia, I think. What's that, Flame? Yeah, there's probably a reason for that. I don't think this is all that much better on easy.
The end is in the beginning.
You know what? Let's play something better. Nightmare Creatures, not particularly worth it. For why it has the reputation it does. However, that offer. I'm gonna settle the internet. Star pops in because he's been asking for it for a long time. No, it's nothing like Cool Spot Clem. I don't think you'd guess what kind of game Pepsiman is. This was only released in Japan. Vibration. Deconfig, what are we looking at? Jump, slide. Alright. That's a weird choice. Oh, I see, you've spoiled it. Spoiled it for Clem. It's like, okay, Pepsi can, on the main menu, option, like, a big, like, a large Pepsi cup from a fast food place like KFC. KFC does. You think it'd be like a Pepsi bottle. Yeah, Diet Pepsi can, but nope.
Hey, let's start the game!
Nah, it's fine, Icy. We're gonna get to it real quick.
Oh, Pepsiman, you got here just at the perfect time. I got a call that a vending machine ahead ran out of Pepsi, and I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire. There are a bunch of people gathered in front of the vending machine. They want Pepsi, and the word is that they're just about to riot. I plan to head over there as soon as I can fix this flat, but it looks like it's gonna take some time. Can't you do something, Pepsiman?
These people don't get Pepsi, they're going to riot. No, it looks like stream's having a couple of issues real quick. So we'll pause it for a minute and try and catch up. Look, it's one of those fun nonsense scenarios of like, oh no, the local vending machine has no Pepsi in it. And we're trying to replenish it, but we can't get there in time. Like, cool, if these people are so desperate for Pepsi, there's probably it's probably a store nearby selling Pepsi. Yeah, it's kind of odd that this game was only released in Japan. Because it's almost entirely in English. You know what? You're right, Flame. Let's go save them. Pepsi, man. Collect the Pepsi. Yeah, it's a runner. We're running to deliver Pepsi to these people. Oh, careful. Oh, Pepsi. Woo. Oh, I think I missed that kind of Pepsi. Oh no, Pepsi itself is against me. This is probably not a great game for streaming because it's not easy to look at chat while I'm doing this. Oh no, my controls are reversed. Woo! Where was it? Remember a few years ago in KFC, man? I do not remember this, no, at all. If it was something I ever saw, I probably thought it was stupid that people were going crazy over it. Oh no. I probably thought it was stupid that people were going crazy over it and then didn't think about it anymore. I hope somebody pulls that truck over, that's a hazard. Running around at the speed of Pepsi. Got places to go, gotta follow my Repsy. Some people have too much time on their hands and need to just deal with shit. Like, here's an idea. Have something else. Like, oh no, I can't go and get a bucket of popcorn chicken at KFC. You know what you could do? You don't want to cook? Go and get a takeaway then. Oh, but I wanted KFC. Like, cool. A lot of things people want that they just can't get. I could not see that. Woo! Now I'm skateboarding. And this controls so much worse. How is that a thing? Like, my movement is actually, like, so much slower on this skateboard. But also it drifts. Like, that's kind of crazy. Oh god, another moving truck. Don't worry, citizens. I've come to deliver you Pepsi. From my Pepsi penis. Pepsiness. That woman on the right has huge hands. Oh no! The Pepsi has betrayed me. Oh no! I've probably got like one more hit before that Pepsi can gets me. Ooh. Oh. Pepsi. Did Sonic Team rip off this? Possibly. Sonic Team were known to not have a lot of good ideas.
You're doing pretty good.
Just what I'd expect from that. Same code's the boss.
Have a Pepsi. Next stage.
there's a building on fire just ahead. We need to get there immediately, but look what's happened! According to reports I have heard, they got the fire under control, but there are some people that couldn't escape fast enough and are trapped on the roof. They are extremely exhausted, and it doesn't seem likely that we can get first aid to them in time. Can't you give them something to help revive them, Pepsi Man?
You mean like water? Oh goodness. Why'd this city suddenly become some kind of riot zone? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's hard to describe how much trickier your controls get whenever something like this happens. And I feel like I don't really sell it that well because when it happens, I'm still doing quite well. So, welcome to today's stream where I'm bad at nightmare creatures but good at Pepsi Man. Sometimes good at Pepsi Man. I thought for a second these guys were, like, nude or something, but they're just wearing beige overalls. Is that somebody asking for directions on a worksite? Ugh. So, there's probably never going to be a better time to ask the question, but how does everybody in the chat feel about Pepsi? I'm not fond of it. Again. Trying to figure out the clue to deal with that one. Oh no, they're doing surveying with surveying equipment. There's got to be like a boost button, surely. Not your preferred soft drink, Bane? Okay, so there is a boost button. I think it happens if I hold forward while trying to slide. Yes. There we go. This place is dangerous. Yes. Uh-oh. Pop a choice over Coke, drink it like childhood. Just take the Coke back. Yeah, I feel like everybody could do with having less soft drinks generally. Don't look at the camera right now. Fine, I don't intend to live to an old age. Don't worry about it. Well, there's a little bit of lag in these button pushes. Like, I need to start pressing stuff a fraction of a second sooner than I think. It's a surprising touch, actually, that the jump, how high and far you jump is affected by how long you hold the button. I'm kind of surprised at that, like, it's not a set arc once you press it. Like, it's a small thing, but it feels appropriate. Oh no, I'm in the sewer. Go! Pepsi, go! Am I supposed to charge through those? Oh. Well, that's... Oh. Checkpoint! Who's leaving Pepsi on train tracks? It could derail the train. I'll have to make sure to collect all the Pepsi. Did not see that shovel. I wonder if I'll make it to the end of this game. I do know it's not a long game. Surely it was something sold on a budget price in Japan. It's a good thing I figured out how to boost, because it seems to be very important to know. Don't run in front of me, I'm a soft drink-based superhero. On important superhero business. There he is. Star, you made it. That's a weird place to put the checkpoint. Get my way, woman. You did that time. You gonna do it? Go, Pepsiman, go! I'm almost out of lives, Pepsiman. We did it at the very last second. Should have been in Smash. Don't know about that. I already had somebody who was all about running, everybody hated him. Probably easy for people to forget these days, but when Sonic first came out in Smash, people hated being up against him. Yeah. Zero mistakes on that. I don't even remember streaming Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Pepsi for TV game.
That bag of crisps was huge.
Pepsiman, a plane full of passengers had to make an emergency landing in the desert. We were on our way there when the helicopter broke down. Fortunately, no one was hurt or killed. But in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of the desert, and they are all exhausted. Another helicopter is on the way, but it looks like it's going to take some time. Isn't there anything we can do to help them until that helicopter arrives?
Yeah, sure, I'll just run there. Was you in the Sonic Marathon? I thought the Sonic Marathon I only did Sonic's in OG release order or such. I know I've heard this music before. Now it was Pepsi. In a can. Mega Man cartoon opening, just the same words over and over. The X-Men arcade game does the same thing. It's just like X-Men, 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 X-Men. That's interesting, because I know Sonic 4 Episode 2 is generally better. If I put an Xbox, that would have been what I streamed it from. Probably when I was... Probably during the Sonic CD session, then that would make most sense. Because I know I streamed Sonic Adventure from Dreamcast. So I wouldn't have done the HD version of that. I love how this truck stops for me every time. Could not... I could not slide under that one. Are these logs randomized? Oh, goodness. Don't mind me, kind biker man. I didn't get that checkpoint. Oh no. Oh no. The bikers weren't kind. Yeah, these bikers are dicks, alright. Oh, goodness. Well, at least that was just a good old-fashioned all-American car. Right in a hurry. How am I supposed to see that coming when you turn the camera at that moment? Yep. And because I missed that checkpoint, I have to go back to the previous checkpoint. Oh, you're right, Teak. Those are definitely I-beams, not logs. Why would you transport I-beams like that? Again, like, what logs would you transport sideways like that? Alright, we got it. They bounce more like wood, and they don't sound metal. Okay, if I keep sprinting, I can outrun the bikers. Oh god. Remember, I need to slide here. Yep, they definitely do not set you up to see that. They are woods cut into I-beams. I-logs. The new product coming soon from Apple. Oh. New record. Alright, so we had our Pepsi break, now it's time to go and save those people in the desert. I thought bison were extinct. Oh, goodness. And that thing looked like it was modelled out of a Alundra too. Not a barrel. Not again. No bison. I saw the Pepsi hiding in that crate. You can't hide from me and my Pepsi sense. Always a minecart waiting to ruin my day. Donkey Kong Country all over again. Look, I just ran over that hole. Thanks. Too soon. What an odd choice of music. It sounds like a sitcom opening. Sure of it. And I can't think what sitcom it is. No! Also, I've just realised those are very clearly just like JPEGs of Pepsi cans. No, Crash Bandicoot would let me actually control the forward and backwards. Will and Grace, maybe? Sex in the City? Hmm. That one wasn't fair. That one was even less fair. Yes. If I get Sex in the City stuff popping up in my YouTube recommended, now I'm not going to be happy. Yes, it is I, the sexy man. Oh goodness. Can't believe Ali's not here for Pepsiman. Nah, it's not necessarily a problem with you, Clem. I appreciate you like grabbing like working it out and being like, oh yeah, here it is. It absolutely is this. It's more that anything you watch on YouTube, Jesus fucking Christ, with these goddamn minecarts. Anything you watch on YouTube will just immediately jump into your recommended like that, and it becomes such a nightmare trying to keep the algorithm actually tailored for yourself. I made it. I checked out a couple of videos on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and now my recommended is flooded with Dragon Ball Z stuff. Mostly Sparking Zero stuff, but also like other Dragon Ball Z stuff. God damn it. I'll check that out in a second, Clem. Ouch, throwing logs? How can I predict that? What is that? Yeah, I don't think Clem should be allowed to do things. I think it is. Like, it sounds deliberate. Like, that's just cruel. Like, I've got to know which way it's going to come out of, and I've got to know to move out of the way and not jump over it. Especially when you get to this point where I'm so close to it because I've taken 3 hits. Okay, so just don't jump over it if it's not 2 logs. Oh, that was stupid. Crap, crap, crap. Need to use all my Pepsi powers to defeat this. Okay, so now it's also going to come out while they're doing... There's going to be ones coming out of the top while bottoms come out. Both bottoms. That's luck-based at that point. Final Destination 2 is the one with the big highway pile-up, right? I think it's deliberate on the part of the game with the sound doing that.
Pepsi for pizza.
Pepsi for all occasions, I guess.
Pepsiman, it looks like the main computer of Pepsi City went out of control a little while ago from being overloaded. All the roads are affected by the computer and we can't move ahead. There isn't enough Pepsi for everyone, and violence has flared up amongst those wanting Pepsi. Exhausted people are collapsing because they can't refresh themselves with Pepsi. If it continues like this, there will be a worldwide shortage of Pepsi, and we'll have a real problem. Can't you do something to put the computer back in working order?
So the previous ones were just like, okay, plane crash, survivors in the desert, dying of thirst, get them Pepsi. A little weird, but okay. People are writing because Pepsi vending machines aren't filled with Pepsi. Okay, that's just kind of stupid. This one, though, I love this because it's just all out. Pepsi City, the computer running Pepsi City, has gone down, and now we can't get people Pepsi. And so everybody's going crazy, and people are dying of exhaustion because they can't drink Pepsi. It's like, absolutely, if you're gonna do this, recognize how stupid it is, and go all out. Great idea. I mean, if you're dying of thirst, there's a bunch of stuff that's not a good idea. Like chugging water when you're dying of thirst, just not a good idea. Like, these buildings on the side and the trucks that are coming out, like, everything just having Pepsi all over it, it looks like a shitpost texture mod, and I love it. Like, when somebody will hack a game and, like, replace all the textures with something like a picture of Shrek, except it's Pepsi. I love it. It's so stupid. It's just... it's perfect. Back in the sewers, you. Roles are reversed again. What am I doing with this? I can't move enough. Red, white, and blue. I mean, to be fair, this much Pepsi logo on the screen is less glaring to look at than a screen full of Coca-Cola would be. Back at it again. Alright, so we restart the stage then. It's not too bad. It's me, I'm the Rocket Man. But there was no fuel to burn. Memorized, boys. You gotta play that one so tightly because you move so slowly with the bit on you. Alright, we made it. Now to save Pepsi City. From underground. Garbage day. Rome's. That PepsiCo. The rocket level in Donkey Kong Country 3. Not really. I've played and beaten Donkey Kong Country 3. I don't remember a rocket level. Though, in all fairness to me, I haven't played and beaten Donkey Kong Country 3 in... What am I now? Probably like 20 years. Oh, I didn't do the Lost World. Oh, I wasn't doing that. I like the age of 12. Oh, shout for Pepsi. Oh no. I feel like I did DKC 1 on stream, and I've not done 2, and I've never really played Donkey Kong Country 2. But I have seen Donkey Kong Country 2, and I know what's required for the Lost World and stuff. I feel like I'd be down to maybe do the Lost World stuff, but I would absolutely want a guide there to tell me where the coins and such are. Because I'm not opposed to a platforming challenge. I enjoy a good platforming challenge. I gotta be right back. We're back. Sorry about that. Is easily the longest BRB I've ever done. Give everybody a chance to come back in. I do. Excellent. I'm still. Yep, Pepsiman. Pepsi. After. How are we all doing? All good? Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment has come to you. No, that's not what I'm after. Definitely the third one. Yeah, I think one of the most underrated things I'm looking forward to about next year is streaming without the hat. I've been streaming this entire time with the hat on. Because, like, oh, the year of PlayStation, and the hat tells you exactly why, like, since 1994. rather than keeping the hat on. Give me a second. We're almost done. It should get me what we're at. I've already done this, but it turns out I haven't. Alright, so who's ready to get back into Pepsiman? Let's go. Okay, so dashing does change up the timing on stuff of when you arrive at stuff. So it is important to consider. Well, like some things probably take that into account. Like probably intended to deal with that. This level is brutal. Plus that awkward camera doesn't help. I should have planned this out more. Of like, I knew Pepsiman wouldn't end up being long enough for like a full stream. So my thought was more like, oh yeah, do Pepsiman with a shorter stream. But what I should have done was gotten a bunch of food product licensed games for the PS1. There's this one in particular I remember having at one point. It was an M&M's game. It was kind of similar to Crash Bandicoot. That was an odd game. What is it, Clem? Oh! Oh, god damn it. Doing so well a second ago. It looked like I knew what I was doing. Oh, the stream's died completely. That was the wrong button. I've still not gotten far enough into this level to even see a checkpoint. Hello there. We made it. On. Checkpoint. Really don't like when the camera turns slowly like that for an extended period. Watch out for the floating Pepsi platforms. Everybody wants to work at the Pepsi factory despite its honestly absurd level of safety violations. But because everybody loves Pepsi so much, they've never been sued. Yep. I'm going. Not gonna make it in time, not a chance. My platform disappeared. Can I do this in 20 seconds? Like, is that even possible? The stream's still... The old reset. Getting anywhere? Game's dying basically from the word go. Alright. Just have to continue and hope it gets better. Try and do this level in a reasonable amount of time so I have enough time to get to the end. Alright, worked out. Basically ran over the hole. Come on, we can do this. God damn it. Can't get through that gap. I've got one life left, so I might as well just die again. There's nothing like the stream not being able to hold at all to really just make you irritable. Why did that hit me? This fucking stream hold together. Okay, we might be getting somewhere with it now. Well, at least the stream's actually working now. Fucking hold. Be easier if there was just a reset button. Oh, restart the stage. Nope, just die over and over again until you've lost all your lives so you can restart the stage properly. Every time. Damn time. Okay, so pressing start and select together lets you get back to the main menu. Stream's still holding together, so that's good. Don't know how I didn't get hit by the box or the sign that time. Okay, made it to a checkpoint with all 3 lives. Gonna do it. Beat this game. Okay, second checkpoint, all of our lives. Make it in time. Ninja. Try again. How you doing, Ninja? Physically cannot move any faster while I'm on the Pepsi board. Just got done making dinner and cleaning up? Awesome. I appreciate you being here now, Ninja. There's no reason why that Pepsi can should have fallen off. So at this point, it feels like Pepsi itself just hates Pepsiman. Yeah, you get to the first boss of Nightmare Creatures, and, like, everything wrong with the game hits you all at once, and it just doesn't work. And it might have worked back when it came out, but, like, a big part of that would have been because you'd have nothing else to play, and you'd be desperately trying to get through... You'd be desperately trying to enjoy whatever you've got. First boss of that creatures was rough as fuck. I think that's why it gets a pass. As you play it, and you've got 2 levels before you've got the boss. And those 2 levels are rough and they're janky, but they feel like something you can understand why people enjoyed back in the day. And then you get to the boss, and because of the changing camera angle and the way the game works, it's difficult to even walk in a straight line during that boss fight. And it's a boss that requires a lot of dexterity, accuracy of movement, and it's just not there. If we beat this in the next 20 minutes, though, which I think is possible, and the stream fucking holds together, then I've got a little surprise for us. Yeah, Nightmare Creatures, not a game to go back to. I hope you'd like this surprise, Ninja. I feel like it's a surprise a bunch of people could be interested in. Part of the trouble here is trying to see the Pepsi cans coming from behind Pepsiman. He blocks a lot of your vision. Is there another stage after this? It feels like it can't really escalate.
You got it! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Everybody Pepsi! Drink Pepsi! Pepsi. Only my choice.
There you go, that's Pepsi, man. I think the weirdest thing about this game, more than anything, is that it's in English.
Pepsi is... Excuse me.
I really hope that wasn't actually a full can of Pepsi that he drank there. Because, like, if you've ever tried just opening a can and downing it immediately, it is physically painful. It was fun enough, I guess. Weird, ridiculous. I feel like the ridiculousness, absolutely, and like the fizziness, like really starts to burn if you keep going with it. Like, it's not enjoyable to do. I feel like the last level where it was like, oh no, Pepsi City's going crazy and there's not enough Pepsi and the Pepsi computer's gone haywire and we can't deliver Pepsi to everybody and people are dying in the streets because they can't have Pepsi to drink. I feel like that should have been the level we were at from the start of ridiculousness. Because it started like, oh no, there's no Pepsi in the local Pepsi vending machine and people are going crazy. People are rioting about it. And like I feel like we should have started from like Pepsi City and just like gone further up. Then that would have been better. But what it is, you know what? I mean it's a fun enough little arcade runner. I've played worse today. But one more thing. Twitch changed how they list games. Tell you what platform, but only with some games. Anyway. It's a shame Flame isn't still here. Because he'd appreciate this. We're doing this as authentic as possible. This is a game I had when I was but a wee boy that I did not enjoy. And together we're going to remember why. Here it is. The island.
A mysterious darkness conquered the island of Marinette. There was either a god or a demon who controlled the island,
Oof.
and no one tried to go there. A high elf in the forest told of a blue light that came down from the sky and struck the island. The blue light penetrated deep into the island's underworld. For hundreds of years, the island had been carved by people who were challenged and destroyed by the island's energy. Legends say, never approach the island, for a sleeping beast in the darkness waits for a great awakening.
Kingsfield. East in Japan is Kingsfield. Well, FromSoft are best known these days for Dark Souls, and it's a lineage you can very much trace back to this and the previous game, but the previous game wasn't released outside Japan. And I didn't play that as a kid. I played this game as a kid. Welcome to the start of Kingsfield. Okay, so L1 moves us left, L2 moves us right. L1 moves us left, R1 moves us right. L2 makes us look up, R2 makes us look down. Yeah, I think the most prominent of them is the Moonlight Sword. Because the Moonlight Sword is the big The big thing in the Kingsfield series. There we go. If I press X, I can attack. Look at that. Blocking effect. Can I turn the head bob off? The head bob off? I have a dagger. Equipment, yes. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna give you a very quick look at like the way this game opens. Now imagine it's probably like 97 at this point. Playing the PlayStation, playing my dad's PlayStation, some of the games he's got, and there's this game. And like I played the Super Nintendo. I have a Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo's great. Sure, there's supposed to be a jump button. And then this stuff, I've talked about some of the stuff I played in the past, like Blood Omen, playing Blood Omen, sticking that in like the first time I ever saw blood in a video game. With that opening, where Vorador just tears the circle apart. And so then there's something like this, and we start this up, and you've got that opening that's like, oh yeah, no, the island, and then you open up and you're just over here, looking out this direction. No explanation of who you are, why you're here, what you're doing. It's like, okay, let's go. Let's go this way, because it points us this way first. No idea about all these systems. Like, what's that bar underneath my health? Why does pressing circle drain both my health and the bar, like the bar under my health and the bar under my magic? Like, why does that happen? I think that's actually sprinting. Yeah, there you go. It's strange, it's dark, there's the compass, which is such an odd thing to see at this time. Like, do we keep going around there, or do we go into this cave? Let's check out the cave. And what do we find? Barrels. Skeleton. Okay, so it's circle to pick that up. It's like, oh, what's that? Oh, it's a monster. It's not dead. Now, of course, as but a wee child experiencing one of my very first 3D games, I wouldn't be circle strafing around this thing. Yeah. It's a Reaper. So I wouldn't be circle strafing around that thing. I'd be going up to it and, like, be doing this. This is a mistake, because that bar underneath your health is kind of a stamina thing. The best comparison I've seen to it is like in Secret of Mana, where you've got the weapon charge, and if you leave it till it's full, you'll do more damage. So go over to that, and I get killed by that, because of course I do. So reload the game, come over here. Oh, there's another one. There's two. There's a slime there. This is not a good area to go to. Don't know about touching this water to refill my health. I feel like even today you can really appreciate, even with how well I'm doing here, like, you can really still appreciate how strange this all is. I'm sorry, I thought you were dead. Right, and so like try it with like slime. What did I just hit? I don't know. Okay. Alright, so we're doing okay. Chest is locked. So this is far better, of course, than any attempt I would have made at this when I was but a child. So I would have gone in here, I would have died, I would have gone into there and been surrounded and died. So let's take a look at the other direction we could go that you see from the start. And let's go over here. Oh, that's not good. Also, don't go in the water because there's evil fish that will kill you. Like, I think upon start, like, that thing will absolutely tear me apart. I think upon start, like, this is far more unfriendly than Dark Souls or Demon Souls. So I was like, okay, turn back. Can't go over there because the bridge is out and I don't know how to jump. Oh look, there's a person. Doesn't have a face. So like, by this point, I'm like, this is freaking me out and I don't understand it, and let's just turn this off. However, I think what we're going to do today is we're going to keep going until Ali starts streaming. Ali is starting streaming. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I have been genuinely interested in doing this game. And like genuinely interested in going back and working through this game and understanding it more and playing through it. So, like, expect this to not be the last you see of Kingsfield on this stream. Right. This two-headed snail thing that's spitting poison. I am poisoned. Okay. Will this wear off? Yes, it has. Alright. But yeah, no, I'm genuinely interested in giving this game a solid shot on stream. Oh, goodness. I just killed me in 2 shots. Yeah, I'd love to dive deeper into this. It's a fascination from my childhood. Something so strange and alien to me. So I expect to see this again at some point. Probably not this year. But expect to see this again. I'm more interested in going through this game than I am in Dark Souls 3. But that's going to do it for us. I hope everybody's enjoyed the stream. I do apologize for the extended BRB and the numerous internet issues which continue to rear their head. What I'm going to do real fucking quick, I'm going to raid Albert. And we'll be back tomorrow with something, probably Spyro 2, like actually start Spyro. So I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everyone in chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Bane, Panda, Clem, Teak, Flame, Star, Ninja. I think that was everybody. Expect more interesting stuff like this at some point. Like I say, I'm very interested in doing Kingsfield. And then there's other stuff. I know Flame wants me to do a proper look at Shadow Tower. And as far as more FromSoft stuff goes, I really do want to do a Togi at some point. Where that goes. But yeah. If you don't want to stick around for the raid, absolutely understand. If you do, cool. Ghost Area is... Enjoy. Fun person. Currently playing Silent Hill 1. Not the first playthrough. But yeah. I'm really raiding her because I'm going to go and be in that stream for a while anyway. It's one of my Saturday routines. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Not really anything else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day. Take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.